All right, let's jump right in. Today we're doing a crash course in herbal medicines. It's a topic that seems to be everywhere lately, right? We're going to dig into what's behind this big comeback of ancient remedies in our super modern world. So why is everyone talking about herbal medicine all of a sudden? I mean, you've probably seen it popping up on your social media feeds, in health food stores, maybe even heard friends talking about it. These remedies are having a serious moment. The big question is, why now? What's really driving this modern revival? And let's be clear, this isn't just some small niche thing. It's actually a global trend. If you look at Europe, especially Germany, their traditional apothecaries, their pharmacies, have been all about herbal remedies for ages. And now, that same kind of interest is really exploding across the United States, connecting those old world traditions with our modern-day curiosity. So what's the driving force? Well, at its heart, it really boils down to a search for alternatives. A lot of folks are just looking for options that aren't the typical chemically produced prescription drugs. There's this pull towards things that feel a bit more, natural.
And here's something that might surprise you. This shift isn't just happening on the fringes. Even a growing number of medical doctors are getting on board. They're starting to recommend herbal medicines, sometimes on their own, and sometimes right alongside conventional treatments.
Okay, so we've covered the why. Now let's get into the how. We're going to look at 5 paths to wellness, which is basically how herbalists think about and categorize their treatments.
The whole system is built around this one core idea called therapeutic action. It sounds technical, but it's pretty simple. It's just the specific way an herb is believed to affect your body, to help you get healthy and find some balance. This is the playbook herbalists use to figure out what each herb does. So these therapeutic actions break down into 5 main groups: diuretic, perspiration, stimulation, tranquilization, and tonification. Let's walk through each one, and we'll start with the first 2. First up, we've got balancing and cleansing. This is all about managing your body's internal environment. So these 2 therapies are both about cleansing, but they come at it from totally different angles. Think of it like this. Diuretic therapy works from the inside, managing your body's water balance. Perspiration therapy, on the other hand, works from the outside, pushing illness out by making you sweat. Let's dig into diuretic therapy a bit more. To an herbalist, water isn't just water, it's a critical nutrient. So keeping it in balance is a huge deal for your health. That's where herbs like dandelions or juniper berries come in. The idea is they help your body regulate its water levels, and that can help with certain issues. And then there's perspiration therapy. You actually probably know this one already. It's that age-old advice to sweat out a fever. The thinking is that if you get yourself to sweat, say by drinking a hot tea with peppermint or ginger, you're helping your body kick infections like a cold or the flu to the curb. All right, moving on from cleansing. Now we're going to talk about energy and mood, basically how herbs are used to influence your body's vitality. And right away, you can see this is a classic balancing act, kind of like yin and yang. Stimulation therapy is all about giving you a boost when you're feeling sluggish. And on the flip side, tranquilization therapy is for calming everything down when you're feeling nervous or just totally wound up. So with stimulation therapy, the whole idea is that sometimes you get sick because things in your body just aren't flowing right. We're talking about blood, lymph, nutrients, you name it. So stimulating herbs like black pepper or ginger are used to kind of get everything moving again and bring back that energy. Tranquilization therapy is the exact opposite. It's all about using herbs with naturally soothing properties. This is what you turn to when you're feeling irritable, can't sleep, or are just plain stressed out. Think of herbs like valerian or marshmallow root, which are used to help calm your nerves and sometimes even help with pain. Okay, our last category is tonification therapy. And this one is pretty straightforward. It's all about rebuilding. It's like recharging your body's battery when it's run down, maybe after you've been sick. The whole goal is to strengthen and nourish yourself back to full power. So how does it work? Simple. It goes right after nutritional gaps. A lot of these herbs are just packed with vitamins and minerals. So things like alfalfa, golden seal, or even seaweed are used to get those essential nutrients back into your system and help you get your strength back. So, we've walked through the 5 main therapies. But here's the thing. This quote really hits the nail on the head. The most important ingredient in all of this, it's not an herb, it's knowledge. And that brings us to maybe the most important part of this whole conversation. Knowledge really is the best medicine. Because before you even think about trying any of this, there's one final, absolutely critical step. And here it is, plain and simple. It is dangerous to self-medicate if you don't know what you're doing. I think we all need to remember that natural does not automatically mean safe.
Knowing the proper use and the right dosage is everything.
So what's the safe way to approach this? It really comes down to 2 simple steps. Step 1, always talk to a doctor or a qualified professional before you try anything new. And that goes for any remedy, not just herbal ones. Step 2, do your homework. Really understand the proper use and dosage for any herb you're thinking about.
Which kind of leaves us with a pretty big question to think about, doesn't it? As we all keep searching for new ways to be well, what part will these ancient traditions play in our future, especially when we guide them with what we know today? It's definitely something to chew on. Thanks for joining me for this one.